KTVU's Ken Pritchett here now with how gaining attention may be key in a crowded field.
Well, Donald Trump did it, made seemingly campaign-thinking statements, and he's now at the top of the polls. Huckabee's words may not have been calculated, but he is getting noticed at a key early moment in the campaign. If Mike Huckabee wanted attention with these words aimed at President Obama, he got it.
He's so naive, he would trust the Iranians, and he would take the Israelis and basically march them to the door of the oven.
That reference to the Holocaust caught the president's attention while on his trip to Africa.
The particular comments of Mr. Huckabee are, I think, part of just a general pattern that we've seen that would be considered ridiculous if it weren't so sad.
USF professor of politics James Taylor says Huckabee's statement was powerful and inflammatory.
Use the analogy of the horror of 1 million Jews dying at Auschwitz to criticize the president's foreign policy, I think is really morally problematic for Michael Huckabee.
Taylor says this is the Donald Trump effect on this campaign. Candidates trying to get out of the shadow of Trump, and today Huckabee refused to apologize, stood his ground, and made more news.
The last time the world did not take seriously threats that someone was going to kill massive amounts of Jews, we ended up seeing 6 million Jews murdered.
Former Florida Governor Jeb Bush called Huckabee's language wrong. Other candidates chimed in as well. Many lower-tier GOP hopefuls have sniped at Trump, hoping to steal some of his attention. Huckabee, on the verge of elimination from the first debate, may have done the same.
Watch it work. Watch it work. It will work. Everyone is puzzled and perplexed about how is it possible that Donald Trump moved up after these outrageous things about Latino immigrants and others.
In the latest polls taken over the weekend, Huckabee was ranked 10th, and only the top 10 in the polls will headline the first debate. And Taylor says expect to see more of these lower-tier candidates in terms of those poll numbers, trying to get attention and up those poll numbers fast, which wasn't so significant, those higher poll numbers. There wasn't such a concern in primaries of the past, but it is now because of that debate.
And the top 10 go to the debate, which is 10 days away, next Thursday in Cleveland.
Right.
All right.
It just feels like this is the time for serious conversation, not the time for people making outrageous statements to potentially get a lot of attention and move up in the polls.
And I think it's fair to argue that these debates have a lot to do with it, because it wasn't that much of a concern when you didn't have so many candidates trying to get in. Because if you're not in that top 10, you will be able to debate, but not in that prime time debate, and that makes a difference.
All right.